As a Christian, when you read this, what's your belief about this? What is your belief about this when you read it? Because he only talking about one people. Ain't nobody never devour white people. Just quit telling lies. I told him over and over, Germany was white on white crime. What he did, the man locked up criminals. They withheld the riches from all the other people and helped incarcerate them so he wanted to sit down and everybody had the same thing. I don't know why these people keep passing them out. Them people didn't go no prison for no religion. They went to prison because they were just common cooks and robbers, just like Columbus. I don't acknowledge that foolishness them people got. That's garbage. All these black men been incarcerated, been castrated. Ain't nobody acknowledging us. These people done hooked up electrical line from batteries on our genitals. Why these folks ain't built no wall for us? They wasn't nothing but a bunch of white on white crime. That's how white, but they savages. They kill their own people. I ain't surprised. I ain't saying it right, but that's what kind of garbage they do. Now we say nobody want to acknowledge the atrocity they have in us, though. They got one event they're going to celebrate from now on to Jesus come back. How many times these folks done massacred and raped and robbed us? Amen. How many times these people done deprived us? Treat us inhumane. Amen. Black people don't like to talk like that. It's bad because we don't have no real freedom. Black people ain't got enough sense to get together on none of their own so they can get their own control. We ain't got it. It's impossible. They won't let you get it. They'll never let black people ever get to be their own people. They can sit up and control their own destiny. Black people ain't got enough sense to open up their own store and bring their own products into their own store that they produce and they make and they manufacture. They ain't got enough sense to get their own bank so they'll store their monies down. They ain't got enough sense to set their own government where they make their own decisions, their own police to police their own people, their own jail to house their own people, their own schools to educate their own people. Best thing a bunch of niggas get together, you get 50,000 niggas together, we're going to open up a wing stand. And we ain't going to do that, we're going to open up a barber shop. 15 chairs and 2 barbers. The disgraceful God. That's all they teach them how to do. That's how they teach us how to do anything we get. The white folks don't worry about it because they know you're going to bring every dime you get right back to me. The product you're going to sell in that store, you're going to get from me, and you don't get an Al Sharpton, a Jesse. You know they're going to say, at least we putting something in our community. We ain't putting nothing now. The Jewish people don't go get their money to white people. Jewish people get their money to Jewish people. Asian money don't get their money to white people. They get their money to Asians. Mexicans don't get their money to white people. They get their money to Mexicans. Y'all hear me? We the only people say in prison here. They know what we can do if we got our minds free. If we sat down and obeyed this word like we supposed to, they know why. They ain't afraid of the Asians. Anybody follow a butt-naked fellow with no hair and both his tit about to hit in their lap, they know these folks ain't in nothing. They ain't afraid of no Hindu. They stink too bad. The only people they're afraid of is us. If the black man, the black woman took up proper position, these people already know what's going to happen. You ain't got a better ruler. You ain't got a people that are more connected to a God than us. They know this. Every one of these black people, they get ain't nothing but a puppet. They know these folks ain't going to teach these people about being saved because you got to teach inclusion. Which means you're going to first forget what these people done. I ain't going to forget what Amalek did. Our book told her, don't you ever forget it. Amen. These white folk came to Africa, they smoked the hinder part of us. He got the feeble among us. That book told, don't you forget it. Amen. I'm not going to forget what these people done. It was wrong. And amazingly why it happened to it, because our own transgressions. When we acknowledge what they did, we got to acknowledge what we did that put us in that condition. It's a twofold situation while we sitting down in degradation today. We have not acknowledged our God. It's sick. Watch a black man get up and pledge allegiance to the flag. That just make me want to throw up. One time they used to cuss. They would beat us if we stood up and looked at that flag. They cursed us out and raped us. They told us you weren't even a human being. Don't you play it? Now they're going to tell me get up and stand. Nigga, please. Make up your mind, white man. Folk that came on them horses, that's what they pledged allegiance to. These folk done cannonballed us everything they could do under that flag. Nothing's changed. They got 50 stars with me. Every state stood for it. These niggas run to New York. New York was major for taking blacks and selling them back into slavery. New York was a major player in the selling of blacks, free blacks, back into slavery. But y'all niggas love it. Run and get your style and your fashion. New York Wall Street sits on the top of black graves. Y'all niggas love them. Ain't studying these rednecks. All of them the same devil. These dumb blacks sit here and keep celebrating their food. How would you walk in here? Let me ask you something. You think they're going to let me build a building on top of some white baby graves? And they're going to let me conduct business in it? They'll kill us all. These people say, and this is the sad part, we know it and we still go in it. What did they tell you about yourself?